In today's video, we are going to talk about a new vibe coding tool from Google that's called Google Opal. Now, they released this tool about a week ago, and right now, users in the US have access to this experimental tool. Google Opal is what I would describe as a vibe coding tool for micro apps. Micro AI apps. It looks something like NAN workflow with all the lines that connect different nodes together, but also it looks a little bit like Cursor or Bolt.new, where you can describe what you want to build and their system will go out and put the workflow together for you, write the prompt for you, and actually take everything from idea to execution for you. So after playing with it for a few hours, I can definitively say that this tool, although it's not versatile as NAN or as Cursor, it is really good with the Google AI product suite. And on top of that, it's free right now to use the tool. So with that in mind, let's jump to my computer and build something together. Now, to access this app, you need to go to opal.withgoogle.com. Once here, you will be able to browse around to see what it can do. For instance, you can just take a look at this video that they created when they launched. But let me go ahead and sign in right now and show you what it looks like from the inside. Okay, now that I'm inside of Opal, right here, you will see that I have created a test stock analyzer app. So all of the apps that you created will be right here in this section. Down below, you have gallery. And now these are the apps that Google have created for us to remix. If you have something that, work along the line of something like this, like a blog writer, or down here you have video marketer or social media post. By clicking this remix button here, it will allow you to import this workflow into your own app and you can customize it any way you want. So that's what I'll be doing right now. What I'm gonna do is I will remix this video marketer app and make a custom text to video app with this. So I'm gonna hit remix. So this is very useful right here. You immediately know what the back end of that app looks like. And here they have two user input, and all the user inputs are indicated by this light green yellowish node, and all of the generate or Gemini nodes are in the baby blue color, and then finally the output is in green color right here. So to start, let me take a look at this. Let me zoom in. We need a product name. After that, it will go to product research, and I can open the node here and see exactly what it's researching. So it says use the following input and then use one or more of the following tools to search the web, search Wikipedia, get web page to perform the following intent. Research the product's specification and value proposition using web search. After that, it's gonna go to, it's gonna split out to two different nodes. It's gonna go to generate ad text, and then it's gonna generate video description. Let me see here. Okay, so after this, it's jump directly to the last node at the end here. So I believe this is for the caption. And then we have generate video description. And so this is where you're writing the prompt for Google VO3, I believe. And it says here, you are a creative video script writer, adept at crafting compelling visual narrative for short form video. Your task is to generate a detailed description of a video clip that will showcase the product to a specific target audience. The video clip will be less than 10 seconds long and contain no audio. This is wrong because VO3 does generate audio, but that's fine. We can modify it by just highlighting and start typing away, and or you can just hit suggest and add it to the prompt, and then you can start writing. Now to generate video, it's using the video. It's only saying it's VO, and I don't know if it's VO2 or VO3, but when I tested this before, it looks like it was using VO3. So all I can see right here, it says that generate videos from text and images. Now, instead of generating video, you can also change it to image gen 4, and you can generate images from text. You can create another tool with this, or you can combine. For instance, if you want to create a social media post with picture, you can use it, or you can use this to create a social media post with video. But for the purpose of this demonstration, all I'm doing is video. Another thing that I noticed is plan and execute with Gemini 2.5 Flash. So you're allowing AI to do the research, or if you want deep research, you can even do that here. You can change that model to deep research. I think this is fine. We can just leave it as is. Another thing I wanted to point out to you, which I forgot to mention earlier, when you generate video, it says video generation has limited free quota. So yes, you can use this to generate ads for free. No, it's not unlimited. Unlike Notebook LM, when it was in beta, they were very generous with how many notebooks you could create. With the VO models, I think it costs a lot to generate the video. That's why they have to provide it for free, but with limited tokens or quota. Okay, so I'm gonna now be working on generate ad text. What I'm gonna change is I'm gonna add another user input, and I will use it as, think of it like directions that you want to have. For instance, you might want an ad that's like a girl running away from zombie, or a cowboy riding across the Wild West. Things like that. If you have creative inputs that you want, we will use this in the third user input. I'm gonna go put that here, and then I'm gonna do creative direction. Okay, so now I have the creative direction, and I think we will use this. So we will use this as part of the ad text, so that it will consider the creative direction of the user. Let me go ahead and fix or revise the prompt here. Okay, so let me connect this node over to generate text so it knows we now have another input. So looks like they used triple quote to separate the different sections. So I'm going to be doing the same. And right here, now to call a previous node or to call any of the user input, you just need to put an @ sign, now you can either do a tool or you can go down and use flow output. And what I'm looking for is creative direction right there. Okay, so now we have added creative direction to the mix. And so when you put in a new node or a new input, it will automatically goes toward the bottom of your prompt. So I just deleted it, and I'm gonna change this from 2.5 Flash to 2.5 Pro. That's done. Now we will go to create video description and do the same thing. Although since I don't have the prompt anymore, I'm going to have to write the prompt. And to do that, I have a Claude project that will do this. So let me go to copy my prompt from Claude project and put that here. Okay, so I'm finishing the prompt now. When I was rewriting this prompt, I decided to change this to not just the description. I want it to be a full prompt. And so right here, I said you are an elite VO3 prompt engineer. Your mission is to transform a marketing brief into a cinematic production ready VO3 prompt. And so these are the input. Earlier, I have them down below. I just decided to move them up. And then right here are all the steps that this agent will or this steps will take. And the reason I have them here in as plain text, step by step like this, is because we're using Gemini model, and unlike OpenAI where it likes markdown, or Claude Anthropic, it likes to have the prompt in XML tag format, Gemini actually prefer plain text. So that's why this is written this way. So step 1 is synthesize the core concept. Step 2, define the prompt component. It will define the scene, the subject, action and emotions, cinematography and style, audio. Then step 3 is to assemble the final output in JSON format. And the reason why I like JSON is because a lot of time these models can read JSON a lot better than a long blob of text. So that's why I have it this way. And the JSON structure is this basically. So now I'm going to go to the next step. Oh, come to think of it, I forgot to add this. So I'm going to add this to the prompt as well, if it let me. Yep, okay. So I was missing creative direction. I forgot to connect creative direction, and just like anything, it's at the bottom. So I'm going to take that out. Okay, now I'm going to say creative direction, and I'm going to use triple quote as delimiter. And now we're going to just go search for creative direction. Okay, now let me check. Read the product's name, target audience, creative direction, and product research. Okay, I have everything there. Now I can move to the next step. So, okay, it changed it automatically. Earlier it says create video description. Now it's just create video prompt, because this is from the previous step. So it's changed that automatically. Then finally, here combine the ad text and the video into HTML web page. Okay, I think we are ready to test this out. Okay, so I'm gonna start, and let's think of a product. So a product that I really like to research lately is the Plot AI Note Pin. So I'm gonna put that in here. Plot AI Note Pin. Okay. And then it's gonna ask for the target audience. I'm gonna say solopreneur in the Bay Area, tech focused, and I'm gonna say male because a lot of them are. What else do I like? Like to read books, have tons of meetings, and doesn't drive. Creative direction. Okay, let me think of a scenario. Let's say guy is in the middle of a busy coffee shop like Starbucks and trying to take note. Okay, that's all I'm gonna put in. Okay, now it's researching the product. On this side, you can see all of these nodes, all of these inputs are flowing to the different steps and different nodes right now. That tells you that it's working. And here you can see what's exactly is going on. It's passing all of this information to writing ads and writing prompts. And the status is telling us that it's creating the video prompts right now. So it looks like this is done. So this is flowing already. We're still waiting for the video prompt right now. Everything's still stuck in here. This is the bottleneck. Okay, now it's flowing. Now it's going to generate video. Now we're gonna wait. And if I hit console, I will be able to see what's going on. Maybe not on that one, but I can see the prompt. So the prompt is done. And it took about 20.9 seconds for that. So this is the output. And we're just waiting for the VO3 model to, or VO model to generate the video. Okay, so it's done. Now I'm going to go back to preview and look at this. So it says stop losing your big ideas in chaos of the coffee shop. Plot AI notepin captures and turns every conversation into AI powered action item, which is so darn accurate. I am not sponsored by Plot, by the way. I'm just researching the product and it just happened to pop up in my mind. So now let's view this video. Wow, okay, that's very accurate. But there's no sound. Let me see. So he's clipping the note pin. It looks just like the cloud pin from far away. You cannot tell. This is crazy. Now, obviously, if you put this in Google Flow with the actual products, you will be able to make this video with the plot, no pin, or any products that you want. But the crazy thing is we're just creating this by describing the brand, the product, and a creative direction. That's all we're doing. And it wrote 2 sentences for us for the ad. I would say the video is pretty realistic. It didn't say anything. There was no dialogue or conversation, which I could fix the prompt and add those in later. But yeah, I mean, this is ready to use. Is it good? Debatable. But this is the start. I think it's a lot like another platform that I have reviewed before and I've provided tutorial before, which is Agent.AI, founded by Dharmesh Shah, the guy that co-founded HubSpot. So on that platform, you can build out tools and AI agents step by step, just kind of like this. It's a lot cleaner. It's step by step. But what's similar is that you can have input node and then you can just recall previous step very easily. This is a lot easier for non-technical people, I would say. But the limitation is definitely there because it cannot build complicated workflows and complicated AI apps. If you ask it for anything real time, it's not going to be able to do. All right, go back. Okay, so now I can just hit create new. And so I'm going to try to recreate the block writer, right? I want to create an AI app. Let me test. Okay, it's working. There will be 3 inputs from the user. The first input is the user's website. The second input is the topic the user wants to write. And the third input is going to be the keyword that the user wants. Then for the next steps, I want the node to be doing deep research into the user's brand, the topic, and the keyword. Then pass all of that information over to the next node to analyze and create an outline for the article. So this is an AI app to write article. So after the outline is done, the next node will grab the outlines from the previous node to start writing the article. The next node will look at that article, the first draft of the article, and evaluate to improve using Google's SEO recommendation and best practices. The next node will be to take all of the recommendation from the previous node in the workflow and rewrite. Then finally, put everything together in a beautiful HTML page. Okay, I hope that this will work. We'll see. Notice it says note and not node. AI transcription is still not great. But because it's an LLM, I bet you it still understand what I just said. Okay. Wow, this is awesome. This is crazy. All right, let me take a look here. Website URL, article topic, SEO keyword, and then here it's gonna go to. Let me make it a little bit easier to read here. I'm gonna drag these out. Okay, so get website content. So this is gonna go scrape the website basically. So once I put in the website URL, it's gonna go and scrape the website content and extract all content from the page. Return the entire website content if possible. Okay, so let me see. So get website content is gonna go to generate search query, and then it's gonna do deep research. Then it's gonna do the article outline, and then write the first draft, just like I said. Evaluate SEO, right? So you are an expert SEO analyst, and then you're gonna rewrite, and then you have the article. Cool. So now I'm gonna give it a name here. Testing article writer. Okay, I'm gonna start. And since we are talking about plot, I'm gonna use that as my example as well. So my website, oh, and I just noticed this. I can type or upload my response. So I can upload from my device. I can add a YouTube video. There are a lot more things that you can do with this. So instead of the URL, if I put in a YouTube video, I can probably get a transcription going and use that as content. I'm going to try that next. But for now, let's say my website is https plot.ai, and then topic is why anyone from kindergarten to PhD level students or even doctors need to use an AI note pin to take note. That's pretty wild, right? And then primary SEO keyword is AI voice recorder. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back here. Oh, now it's firing off. This is going like crazy. It's going like gangbusters. Okay, so the scraping is done. Now it's passing to the deep research. And then it's passing, oh, not yet. So it's doing the deep research right now. Looks like we're waiting for the deep research to send data down to generate article outline. And then after that, it. Okay, now it's done. So it's passing information to generate article outline and then to write the first draft. Now it's going to evaluate, but the first draft is not done. This is not flowing yet. So that's what we're waiting for. Okay, now the first draft is done. It's going to rewrite the article. And in fact, let me see. Perform deep research. Let me see what this says right here. Evaluate semantic keyword enrichment variation. Current status, the article primarily uses the exact phrase AI voice recorder multiple times, which is good for direct keyword targeting. Area for improvement. Because this is Google's own model, they know that we need to do semantic keyword enrichment. So it says to capture a wider range of related searches and signal deeper topical authority to search engine, integrate more semantic variations and latent semantic indexing keyword. Holy cow. So now it's I'm going to go back to preview here. Unlock your productivity. Why an AI recorder is essential for everyone from students to professionals. I think this is so that's supposed to be a link. So if I were to copy this and post this on my own blog, this is going to be bolded and this is where I would put a link. Let's see what else. Wearable, portable. This is another keyword. And then for students, doctors, so it's using list, bullet points, and then has a conclusion. This is pretty wild. And I would say this is pretty good already. Now, if you have specific frameworks or specific workflow that you want to implement, I bet you, as long as you're okay with using the Gemini models, you can just describe it here and start building your free apps away. I mean, right now, all of these articles are free. The only limitation right now is the video. So now that you saw how easy it is to create apps inside of Opal, Google Opal, what are you going to create? Now, if you have been intimidated by AI workflows, automation, like in Zapier or NAN, any of these programs that have a bunch of spider webs that, it sometimes overwhelm you when you're just looking at it. Now you can just describe the workflow to Google Opal and it will build it out for you. As long as you are comfortable with using the Google Gemini models, you can actually build something useful for your own business or your own use case. Let me know in the comment below what you're going to build next. And if you're interested in using another platform that is not as intimidating as NAN, but a little bit more advanced than Google Opal, then I believe Agent.AI is that platform for you. And you can click on the video above to learn more about Agent.AI.